So yesterday, Peter Salasya was roughed up by Gonzis at the Nyayo National Stadium during the Kenya versus Gabon World Cup qualifier match. And it is quite ironical that the whole pitch is chanting anti-Ruto, anti-Raila sentiments. The whole pitch is opposed to Ruto, and they're even saying Ruto must go, Raila must go. But at one corner of the pitch, a small group of insane, rowdy men are roughing up Amhesh. These people are literally assaulting a member of parliament. In broad daylight, and pelting all manner of objects at him. And you saw at some point they actually injured his lip and his eye. And I'm confused. How can this be happening on the same stage? I mean, a whole pitch chanting Ruto must go. But at one corner of the same pitch, a small group of people within the same crowd that is shouting Ruto must go are literally assaulting someone for just being anti-Raila, anti-Ruto, because that's the basis of the attack. These guys were saying, Heshim Raila, respect the president, you know? And so how can we have some people assaulting someone for believing that what Raila and Ruto entered into, you know, the nefarious political marriage, is the wrong thing to do, or was the wrong thing to do? First of all, Salasya is an adult. And despite the fact that he's a member of parliament, he individually has absolute right to express himself and believe in whatever political ideology he believes is the right ideology. Salasya, as I said, has absolute rights to do whatever he wants to do politically, whatever he wants, however he wants to think politically, whatever political stance he holds, that is his absolute right, and it can never be justifiable that someone should attack another person or behave in a hostile manner towards someone for just holding a different political stance. This country is slowly and surely descending down the route of anarchy, the route of disorder. This is becoming a goon country. You saw when the president was jumping from one ghetto to the other like the kangaroos in Australia, he was putting goons with him. And young people were mugging everyone down the streets, looting every single shop, robbing every single person along the way in broad daylight. The police were there, but they were overwhelmed. So this is becoming a goon country. And if you're a sound mind in Kenya right now, if you're a conscious mind and you can see what's happening, this country is in a deep financial crisis, a deep economic crisis, and people are hungry and people are angry. A hungry man is an angry man. People are taking advantage of crowds, and they are exploiting crowds and the political excitement, the political agitation, to just mug people, rob and loot and do all manner of crime. So if you're a wise mind in this country, you should avoid crowds, political crowds, avoid political agitation. as much as you can. If you care about your life, if you care about your property, and if you're not one of them, stay away from political crowds, stay away from politically charged spaces, avoid political agitation. You guys saw what happened during the Gen Z protests. I don't wish that ever repeats in this country. But with these wicked media platforms that flood you with propaganda and disinformation, and they just hype up the politics. They just excite you politically, and they want you to know you just be this political idiot. They want you to just be politically active but without sense, because it is the media that fans the flames of negative politics everywhere around the world. It is the media that inundates you with this propaganda that is a good thing to just be in these political rallies, is a good thing to follow the president wherever he goes, because for them they just want to serve the views. But the reality on the ground is that these crowds are crime crowds. These are criminal gangs, criminal movements. And as I said, you've seen untold looting happening in the streets, and none of it is justifiable, right? So what I'm saying is, first of all, I don't think that this was actually planned, because I've seen that some analysts saying that this was definitely orchestrated, or it was a premeditated plan against Peter Salasya, but I don't think it is. I mean, who even knew that he gonna show up in the match? You know, the thing is, I believe that this was just one from the blues, a very unfortunate incident that happened just randomly or spontaneously, and that just shows you, that just highlights the level of political hostility that we've charged ourselves into. This is who we've become now. I mean, if someone holds a different political view, a different political ideology, we become hostile to them. And as I say, these are goons just trying to create the chaos, to exploit the chaos, to rob and mug people. So, my advice is, stay out of crowds. We are in a deep political and economic crisis, and the wise thing to do is to avoid crowds at all costs. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Remember to share, follow, and subscribe.